He's saying it in his mind. He have not said it out. So in the mind, whether the wife is aware or not, the husband and the wife, they are already what? In disagreement. That's what we call the cognitive dimension of what? Of conflict. What you are saying in your mind. What you are thinking in your mind. What you are seeing in your mind. Amen. Now, the man that believes that his wife is not cooking for him and believes that it is as a result of wickedness. And not be so my wife they do before. But he have not heard from his wife. For example, why are you behaving like this? I'm discovering some changes, some attitude in your life. I regard cooking of food. Maybe if he discuss with his wife, in other words, the conflict in his mind, and now verbalize it, making his wife to know what he think on how he feel. You may be surprised the wife will say, I am not doing this purposely. There are some certain things beyond my control, whether in my place of work or with my head. So with such explanation, the man will understand that the attitude or the behavior that his wife is putting on is not a deliberate attitude. Even though in his mind he having conflict with his wife. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I said? Conflict in the mind. Disagreement in the mind. Where disagreement starts is in your mind. In your mind. In your mind. In your thinking. Bible says, can two walk together except they agree? The agreement must start in the mind. In the mind. There are many homes that there is, but before it started from what? The mind. Before actions was expressed of their displeasure that they have in their mind. Amen. And your mind is very important. I remember that I told us that it is not everything you think in your mind that are true. Not everything that are true, that are real. Not everything that come to your mind that are true. Not everything that come to your mind, I regard that boy, I regard that girl, I regard that situation that are true. Amen. To you, it may be true because you believe it. But when you investigate the matter, you may discover that what you are thinking is not true. How many of you have found yourself in that situation? That you were thinking about some certain thing to be true. But after a time, you now discover that what you were thinking concerning that thing, after investigation, you now discover that you were wrong. Have you ever been in that situation? Thank you very much. That is what I'm teaching. That what you perceive or think in your mind is not absolute. The word absolute means it is not perfect. It's not perfect. You are not God. It is only God that have absolute reality. It is only God that can think a thought that is perfect, not you. So when you think that everything that you think is true, you are deceiving yourself. So absolute truth or absolute reality or truth that is perfect, that is not corrupt, that is not impaired, can only be found in God, not in you. So whatsoever you perceive to be truth is not absolute. Don't just conclude over that thing. Can be toward your brother, toward your sister, can be toward your church member. Don't just conclude. Amen. So the word absolute means what? Something that is what? Perfect. Your perception, your thinking, your understanding is not perfect. So don't just rely on it. Say the way you understand things to be, that is the truth. You may be wrong. Especially when it comes to relating with others. Relating what? With others. Amen. I actually use the word objective and subjective. Anything that is objective simply means when it comes to judgment and persons, when you say something is objective, it simply means that judgment is not influenced by your feeling or by your opinion. It's not influenced by what? Your feeling or by your what? Opinion. When something is subjective, it simply means it is influenced by your what? Feeling and by what? Your opinion. So your perception is not equally what? You can't take it objectively because it can be influenced. You can be biased. And I told us last week, there are 3 things that can contribute or that can influence the way we think about situation and about people. 1, I call it our inherent characteristic. What do I mean by inherent characteristic? In one word, your character. Inherent characteristic simply means your what? Your character. The way you live can affect the way you look at people and the way you look at situation when it's what? When it occurs. And I make an example. A thief will always look at others as what? Because he's a thief. So his perception and his understanding towards others, especially when they are relating with him, he will equally think that way. Because that is his inherent characteristic. That is his character. That is his ways of life. You see things in life from that angle. That's why the Bible says, to him that is pure, all things are what? You know the Bible? To him that is pure, all things are pure. You don't see everything that things are pure. That's why many boys, they are running into trouble with a girl. You are close to the girl will begin to think that this closeness, people like say, you want to marry me. Whereas your mind not the that side. Do you understand? That's what we call perception. She will be perceiving it. While your mind is so pure, all what you are doing is brotherly love or sisterly love. You are not caring. But that's one, he don't they interpret. The way this boy they come near me, something is interested. At the end of the day, when the brother they get married and when the sister they get married, you are heartbroken. You say you were in a relationship of perception, not reality. That is why don't hold on to assumption. Anything you perceive that you did not confirm is subject to assumption. You are assuming. That's why I said false perception breed what? Assumption. And assumption lead to what? False accusation. And false accusation is a destructive what? Spirit. Amen. That whatsoever you are thinking in your mind concerning that boy, concerning that girl, concerning that situation, try and confirm. Don't just conclude. Don't walk by assumption. Otherwise, you will accuse people forcefully. I'm talking about interpersonal relationship. Your relationship with your brother, your relationship with your sister, your relationship with your neighbor. Don't walk by assumption. Whatsoever you perceive, simply like say, this boy don't hate me. I see my husband don't love me again. This is my friend, the way he's treating me, I don't understand. Don't walk by assumption. Call the person. This is what I'm thinking. Is it truth? You will discover that it is not truth. When your perception is subject to investigation, you may find out that it is a lie. That's what I was trying to teach last week. Amen. And one of the ways to find out the truth, as I said last week, is to ask questions. The Socrates, one of the founder of the West education, the people that brought education, that man, the man claimed to know nothing. He go say he don't know anything. He claimed to be ignorance because he have no idea. But he claimed to be wise because he recognized what is ignorance. Don't think you know. And as a result of that, he will always ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you will not know. Why do you think that police investigate people? They ask you questions to find out the truth. Why do you think that lawyer ask you questions? They ask questions to find out the truth. These are Socrates' method. It is called dialectic method. Finding out the truth through investigation. Questioning. Anything that is not absolute is not certain. Anything that is not certain is subject to questioning. You must ask questions. Many marriages have been destroyed through assumption. Many friendship has been destroyed through assumption. He asks you money, you refuse to give to him. He believes that the reason you did not give to him is because when you ask him money before, he refused to give to you. He just hold on to that assumption. Not knowing that everybody they look say you fine, but money not the pocket. Things are not well. And there's no way you will explain that they will understand. If you had to even explain. But they did not even ask you question, but they just believe in that assumption. That because I did not give him, that is why it's retaliating. And two friends can never go like that. That friendship must definitely have conflict. And if they don't know how to manage that conflict, their two will separate. Because two cannot work together except they agree. If you can control what you think, you can control how you live. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so it is. Are you blessed? This is what I was trying to explain last week. Cognitive dimension, subjective, objective, absolute. Amen. In theological study, that's what we call Christian education. Christianity is not all about miracle. Rise and fall. Receive your blessing. Receive your healing. We equally teach people. As a matter of fact, education started from the church. Education started from the church. Seminaries. Theological school. That is where all this education came out from. Go and make research. And by the grace of God, I try to teach you. Am I not trying? I try to break it down. If I'm preaching, I know I'm preaching. If I'm teaching, I should be able to explain better. Amen. Talk to somebody by your side. Don't just walk with what you think. When you are relating with people, try to find out if what you think is the truth concerning the situation or concerning the person. That is how to live life, an excellent life.